Good morning and welcome back to the channel. I'm holding my tape measure so you know we're going to get to work today. In the previous video we installed this post with an outdoor outlet on it along with our mini split. And I like having that outlet so much, and that whole thing came out so good that I want to put another outlet over here on the back side of our house. So that's the goal today. I'm going to take you guys along and we'll try to make this happen. So after looking at it, I think this is where I want my post. We're going to be installing a 6x6 treated lumber post in the ground because I think it looks nice and it will last a long time. Now I don't want the outlet on the house because we don't like things hooked to our house, and all of the siding needs to be taken off. So what we need is outlets available that's not going to be in the way. So right here looks good. Yeah, right here's fine. Ooh, hard ground. Can I lift it? Come on! Ooh, heavy. It's 2 feet deep. That's good. Happy with that. Now I'm going to go scrounge around and find a 6x6 post. I know I have one laying around somewhere. There we go. Before I set this in the hole, I'm going to wrap it with a rot block post wrap. This basically just protects it from rotting because most rot, I don't know if you know this, but happens at ground level. So wherever your post sits in the ground, in this range is where the rot occurs because that's where the most microbial action is happening in the soil, in the topsoil. You have all those funguses and bacteria and insects working against the wood. Also a lot of oxygen. The further down you go, less oxygen, less rot. So this is the part you want to protect. Since I know the hole is 2 feet deep, is it? Well, you know, we got it down almost 30 inches, almost, after that second plunge. So I'm going to go ahead and set this. At about 32 inches. That way it can stick out of the ground about 2 inches. Let me tack that on. Oops. And that's all you really need to protect it. It doesn't have to be anything waterproof. The water isn't going to hurt it. It's just keeping the soil off from direct contact with the wood. And that should extend the life quite a bit. Though it is treated, it should last a long time on its own. I'm not going to be able to even know if this is straight because it's bowed. I should have a bigger level, but they're all at the mobile home. Check it out, rot block down there. Do you see how that looks? That's how it should look. Now that our post is in and our rot is blocked, we're going to be installing the outlet. This is the one that I have. I had it sitting in the workshop. Bought this off Amazon. Comes with the GFCI outlet, perfect. And look at it, it looks like it was made for this post. So I just have to decide which direction I want it to face. Honestly, I think I'm going to do it on the side because I don't want it sticking out this way and looking goofy. But this way, you know, I don't know. That's just what I'm doing. So I'm going to open this up. You know, there is a big master plan behind all of this. The idea is that if I can get an outlet installed over here, it'll help me finish working on the mini mobile building behind me here, because it's hard to work on it without access to power. These big chunky 1/4 inch strong tie screws, these are really good for this kind of thing. Overkill, but they work good. Okay, locked in. Now we just have to get power out to it. Right here we have an electric junction box, and that goes to the outdoor outlet. So I get to tap off of that box. I'm going to run a conduit straight over, right along that entire beam, and right behind the end piers where we put that post. Right here, I'm not really crazy about this. These beams are not in line, so this one's about a 1/2 inch offset. So when my conduit comes over, I could flex over that, but I don't like these being so far off from each other. I'm thinking, before I get my conduit in the way, maybe I can put a piece of wood here, lag them together so that they are secured, because right now those beams are just sitting there kind of loose and not connected in any way. I need a piece of 2x6.
Look in the pile.
All right, we're gonna get this strapped together. It doesn't look like much, but I hope it makes a difference. That's working. I feel like that helped a lot. But now we've also created an obstacle that we have to conduit around. So let me just see what my run does. I'll get some measurements, and we're gonna bend a piece of conduit out of that box over this hump. And then all right, let's hold this up. Hold it up. This is looking good so far. We got it coming over this far. I'm going to put a coupling on it and run another piece of conduit. I have to bend it again to get it back down onto the beam, but that's not a big deal. We can do that. Well, we've run 2 pieces of conduit. That means we've run 20 feet already. So all we have to do is wrap it around this corner right here, connect it into a little junction box. So one more bend and we should be good. It's going to be pretty simple now. Okay, let's get this tightened up. Feels a little higher than I wanted, but it'll work. If I could do this knockout without ruining everything. I found a ring. Good. Let me see if I regret that cut. A little bit. I think I cut that too short. Oh, I'm such a noob. I don't want to waste this vinyl garbage, so
Wait, what's wrong with it?
I'll use it. So these elbows are actually really hard to fish wires through, so we're going to leave this loose until we get the wires run through it. Let me pull out some wire and start getting it, you know, through the tube. Can you find me some wire strippers, cutters, yellow handle?
I don't know where to look.
I'm trying to remember. There was a pair I didn't put away.
Oh, was it?
It's back here in the kitchen, or the dining room. No, I'm definitely gonna get this done. Don't get too excited.
Okay guys, look at, we are done. I couldn't find the right straps for this, so I put these on temporarily. I'm going to get a better fitting one. But there it is, pretty clean. Now, it doesn't work yet. It only looks good. I still have to run the wires under the house. So I'm going to connect that long run of solid conduit that I ran back to the power. And that's it. We will have an outlet outside on the back of our house so we can get to work on our mobile building. In our usual manner, I'm going to do things out of order. And I decided I'm going to put some tung oil on this post to fancy it up a little, make it last longer. This is dark tung oil. And I cut it with some citrus solvent, probably a little too much. It's very runny. But that means it's going to soak into the wood good. I'm making a mess.
I'm okay with it being gray. It's fine.
Look how nice that looks. Much better.
Yeah.
What a difference a coat of dark tung oil makes. I'm just really surprised how much better that looks. It looks amazing. And I also got a cap that I can throw on here to help it look a little more finished. We'll pre-drill the holes, we'll get that screwed in, but there you go, cap on top. So now I think we're done with this project, and I did go under there, finished up all the wiring, back to the junction box, so this is live and ready to use. And we are done. I'm surprised it took us this long to get an outlet over here. Well guys, another job done. It wasn't a big one, but it does make a big difference here because A, it's something I've wanted to do for a long time. We've had a lot of these parts sitting around for months, and I just haven't had the motivation to do it because, you know, it feels like a lot of work, like drilling holes and running wire and all that.
Going under the house. Ew.
Yeah, in and out from under the house is a hassle, but we got it done. Yeah, thanks for coming along, helping us stay motivated to get these jobs done, and until next time, take care.
Bye.